Folks, welcome in for a Friday edition of Trainwreck today. We've got more Olympic drama and storylines. We've got Canada currently trailing Finland in action. We'll be previewing the USA as well. Speaking of drama, we've got stadium vandalism. We're going to be looking into the reward. Who would you rat out for $100,000 and more? We'll be taking a look at the weekend ahead. Let's go.
We all need a place where we can be ourselves, somewhere you can leave all your worries on the shelf, and whether you win or lose, you can count on me, and I can count on you. You know the train never stops. This 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 train never stops. You know this train never stops.
Welcome on in, you beautiful folks. It is Friday. We have made it through the week. We are here, Trainwreck today. Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. We're rocking and rolling. I got the boys stretching out. It's been a long week. I can feel it. We're limbering up as we get into it. Welcome on in. Thank you for welcoming us in, whether you're in your whether you're in your cubicle right now, bearing down for these last couple hours of the work week. Maybe you're at home already on your way to the weekend, or maybe you're just on the road, making us part of your day. Thank you very much for that. Make sure you're following Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports, because we know you're following Slick L on my left. We know you're following the Dreamboat, Don on the ones and twos. And we got producer Alec in the saddle with us. And listen, he's got no other recourse, folks. He is with us. He is stuck with us. Shout out, Alec. Boys, speaking of stuck, Canada right now is stuck a little bit in the mud, trailing Finland 2-1. This is very similar to what we saw in their game the other day. So, interesting to see it in back-to-back performances, boys. We wanted to get into the U.S. women's victory over Canada yesterday in the gold medal match, but hard to not start it off with the situation and predicament that Canada's in right now, Slick.
Not quite the score expected, especially after seeing Canada with the slow start against Czechia. So, kind of a similar boat here, but more expected with Finland. Two very dirty goals on their behalf. The one replay I saw was very flashy, and I think Reinhardt for the Canadians. So we'll see if they can get themselves out of the rut here, but it's not looking good, Don.
No, but we will be monitoring the situation. You've been seeing the memes, the guys with 40 TVs. That's what our studio's like right now.
It's all coming together in here.
We're monitoring the situation so you don't have to, and we'll be delivering it to you, any news, as soon as we get it with this game. But yeah.
I want to jump into the other Olympic action because we've set the scene now. We got Canada trailing under 14 minutes to go. We'll keep you posted any action, but I'm actually seeing a Finland rush into the offensive zone right now. Speaking of a rush, boys, it's been a little bit of it. I'm going to jump around to what we got here. The biggest surprise I think I've seen from any sport or any outcome has been this women's curling situation. Someone was telling me about the odds.
I think Don brought this to light prior to the tournament. 90-1 to win gold in women's curling. Is that correct?
Yeah, for the U.S., and they're 2 wins away from it.
Unbelievable.
On to the semis, yeah. So they're going to at least come away
with a dirty. I mean, their shot to win was as dirty as the U.S. women's hockey goal. I don't know if I know Zach, you saw it. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, Slick.
I saw it.
I mean, talk about curling. What
do they call that?
Shots like this. That's where the name kid's from. Yeah. She curled it in there.
Yeah.
That's the most curled shot I've ever seen.
Now, again, I told Don in real time that, I've seen so many of these highlights. Obviously, the main highlight I think that we've all seen was the Canada cheating scandal. We don't want to accuse our neighbors to the north of cheating, but I think they may have been hung out to dry there. With that said, I completely forgot, and I love kind of being clueless in the world of sport as Finland makes a save on Canada here, that you could have the opponent come in at the last second and try to get it to go further or something, which is electric. Because the other,
insane.
The teammate needed to get there. I was like, that's literally the equivalent of a buzzer beater, and absolute electric. That puts them to the semifinals.
Yes,
yeah.
So
2 wins away from cashing 90-1.
Crazy. I want to see some showboating in curling because they're super serious. They're good line, twist it. It's all stressed the whole way as they're going. Does anybody Harlem Globetrotter or showboat when they're up by a bunch?
I see some brooms in the air,
exactly.
Or the Danny Briere when they're after they release down on one knee.
I know.
If you feel good about that release, give a fist bump.
I know I'm not an Olympic athlete, but on that final highlight, Don, where the U.S. kind of chauffeurs it into the center of the circle there, I get nervous about the other pucks. When you kind of got to sidestep them and things like that, because at the last second you got to kind of watch your footwork there. Now I know
I don't know what
it's child's play to them, but
if you accidentally kick one, do they just put it back where it was? Do you get a penalty? Is that
got to be penalized?
There's got to be some kind of penalty because it's essentially an obstacle.
You never see that happen on the Olympic stage. I mean, they're probably so good.
I was watching the footwork when they did it, and he did a little split open when he went over the puck.
Oh, wow!
It was awesome. It was very electric. So. Sorry. So U.S. women's curling. Yeah, I was just very excited. The overhead view, the athlete of it all. What else do we got, boys? So we got U.S. men is facing Slovakia later today. Let's leave that on the burner.
We got U.S. women's hockey.
That's what I'm saying. U.S. women's
crazy.
Stole the afternoon yesterday. I love the can't get over the hump of it for 58 minutes. It felt like they were going to score. It just felt like at a certain point the dam was going to break. They were already criticizing in real time that they were maybe pulling the goalie too early. Did you catch that on the broadcast?
Yeah. No, well, I'm glad you brought up that it felt like they were going to score, because the entire second period, it felt like we were just peppering them and couldn't get anything to go past the goalie. Third period, like you said, they were criticizing a little early. You had the media timeout, though, so it was a perfect time for the coach. I thought with the timing and how it worked out for them that the coach must have called his own timeout until they came back and said it was just normal media timeout. And then, pulled the goalie and things drew it up right away. Ripper. I thought that was just a rip from the point initially, but I think
Captain America, Hillary Knight.
Hillary got a stick
good
on
night
it.
now for that shutout for the goalie. Obviously, the Canada goalie played outstanding. But I want to talk about that, because that is a thing that goes in the NHL too. If you have an offensive zone faceoff, boys, I don't think there's anything necessarily like unless it's like over 2 minutes and 30 seconds with a 1-goal game. I don't think there's anything such as too early. If you lose the faceoff in that 5-on-5 situation, your sixth man is acting as like the goalie anyway there, because you don't want to let him all the way down and into the offensive zone. So I don't know your guys' opinion, if you agreed with that. I saw a ton of that commentary while it was going on, and it just drove me nuts, because if you can get the extra skater out there when you have it in the offensive zone, that's a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, they were winning all the faceoffs, and like you said, they're already in the offensive zone. Might as well bank on it for going. Then I think there was no problem with it. It was executed at the perfect time, and it ended up working out for them. Don?
Yeah, I'm not against it. It's a flow of the game thing. Like, if you are struggling with offensive zone possession, I would say you wait longer. Next time you get the puck behind your net and you make a charge, then you do it. With them, they were all over them. They were controlling the neutral zone and controlling the offensive zone. And great tip in.
Very, very controlled play. Like, didn't try to do too much with it, just a little nip, and then gets it on the upper corner. And then we got a little debate during the intermission, because a lot of people, like us, or like me at least, don't know the specifics. Are we going to OT? Is it going to be 4-on-4? What are we doing? 3-on-3 for the full 20 minutes. Curious your guys' thoughts on that in a gold medal situation.
I am not sure I love the 3-on-3. Obviously, golden goal, sudden death. That's just how you have to do gold medal game.
100%.
You can't do the shootout. But I think 4 would be better. I don't know. If you're going to reduce players, probably 4, considering we're going it could be 20 minutes and a whole nother game potentially if it really came down to it. So I think 4 would be better, but 3-on-3 ensures that you don't get many overtimes. You're probably going to end the game pretty quickly. So I think that's what they're going for with that. But I don't hate it. It makes it definitely much more exciting and fast.
I myself, I hate it. And if I'm Canada, I definitely hate it. Championship game, we're playing the game of hockey. We play it normal. We play it 5-on-5. You just played 3 periods, 20 minutes, 5-on-5, and that brought you to overtime. And you're now going to completely change up the way because 4-on-4, it's a little different. 3-on-3, it's a different sport almost. The way puck possessions are treated. I mean, you have people curling back into their end. It's all about possessing the puck the whole time and skating loop-de-loops that we've seen at the NHL level. It's a totally different game. So then, you're sorting it out by not playing the same game you just played for 60 minutes. So
shout out these tremendous athletes. I mean, to make it to the gold medal, and very much a dream goal scored by Megan Keller there. What I will say on that point is that at the end of the day, it was 1-on-1. Megan Keller made a move, and then she scored. We got Canada just scored. We got Finland arguing, but Canada scored with under 10 minutes to go. The same storyline, boys.
Yep.
We got some argument going on, but it looks like a raucous Canada crowd. Was that Shea Theodore, I believe, 27? But, we saw the duality of women's hockey, because we were talking about a 3-on-3 OT at the end of the Olympic round. How about that under 12 girls tournament that we saw the other day? Remember?
Oh my
goodness. It went 3
goodness.
days, 12 overtimes.
Yeah,
they finally had to change the rules and do a shootout. Unbelievable. So if if they're playing to the last 12 overtimes in, under 12 hockey there, then why are we doing a little bit more in the Olympic level, I would say. And that would be my thinking. Oh, we got a little goalie interference maybe?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, the U.S. gotta love it. I mean, ending the game on that, absolutely, that poor girl's lady jockstrap is still on the ice right now.
Yes, it was.
And then also I gotta say, man, tough look, after getting, sent to planet Mars on that deke, where just face down on the ice. We don't even get a up on the knees stick, look down, just face down, head and hands.
Yeah,
brutal.
That's the worst.
But I love it.
Yeah.
That's sports. You gotta, if you love the triumphs, you gotta kind of love the defeat of it all, and especially when it's on our friends from up north. So.
We talk about it like a market, right? There just has to be that opposite side that is devastated. And going to overtime yesterday, did either of those teams deserve not to have a gold medal? Of course, they both played tremendously, but that's what makes the glory all the sweeter, just like you said.
Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this. I remember you texted it to me. Is there any update with the couple that broke up before this game? Apparently a U.S. player and a Canadian player. That was a couple.
There was craziness going on the timeline. So that all kind of peaked, if I want to say, 36 hours ago. The story first came out. Then you had arguments, a local reporter said something, there was all kinds of stuff. But that's a story that you can't, that Hollywood couldn't dream of.
Yeah.
The couple breaking up just before, and apparently they had posted together very recently. So, having broken up at this point, clearly, talk about organizations grinding against each other. Maybe we could see a reconciliation now that the final whistle has blown.
Yeah, exactly. But talk about heated rivalry. I mean, this is it in real life.
I think you got a pop out of Pop Culture Polinsky there.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Polinsky for sure. Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, so U.S. obviously will look to take advantage. Don, we were looking at the live line on this Canada-Finland when they were down one. It was even money. What is it at now?
I've been
with
watching
8 minutes
it
to go?
creep. Once it got down to 10 minutes, they were minus 200 to win. Now that it's a tie game, they are plus 265.
Okay.
So
plus 265 or minus?
So that was a situation.
They were minus 200 when they were up one, a minute ago, and now they're plus 265.
Oh, Finland is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finland.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a weird situation where, because to only be minus 200 up a goal, you're kind of heavily favoring that team, but they just know the, sudden death nature of it.
Yeah.
Could be one odd man rush.
They know the Canadians of it all.
What's his face? Nietzsche's had the breakaway for Czechia in overtime, a couple or 2 days ago, right? Didn't he?
Yeah. Well, it was he was getting harassed from behind, a little bit of a hook and smacked, but yeah, Bennington stood tall, and yeah, I mean that goes to show how easily anything can change. And I mean, this Finnish team is good. They're very good. They have a great roster, a lot of NHL players.
They beat Sweden, didn't they?
I think they did in preliminaries.
I think they beat them.
They came back from the Swiss down 2 with 6 minutes left.
Yeah,
and won that game in OT. A lot of OT action.
Wednesday was electric. 3 overtime games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane. And then you have overtime in the gold medal women's game yesterday. Hockey, I know that we gravitate towards it. We have the NHL, and it's such a prominent league in America, but that has delivered the translatable drama the entire tournament.
Yeah, 100%.
Whether it was a Kachuk chirp, Crosby kind of hurt a little bit there, things like that. All kinds of crazy action.
Storylines are there for sure, including one where Canada likes to come back in the third period. We'll see if they can in this one and make a game out of it. Hopefully Finland.
I kind of got a Jesse Pinkman, they can't keep getting away with it, against Canada.
Seriously.
But I mean, people might even think that too about the U.S. I mean, in a game where where we give up a late goal and things get real.
By the way, nightmare situation. You got Dahlin looking like he falls on his noggin, and they tie it up all in the same sequence. We're like, what? I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Only Buffalo that sequence could happen to.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, hey, the line said it all. They were not huge favorites. We were, that was more. But speaking of which, today we are huge favorites with kind of the Cinderella darling of the whole tournament. I mean, this team really wasn't supposed to be here with Slovakia. I mean, not a lot of huge names in terms of professional players, NHL players. And I think we should announce right now that we'll be live streaming during the whole game at 3:10. First time I think we've ever done this, and first time certainly in this studio. So we'll leave a lot of the U.S. men's talk for the run up to that and everything.
Look at -1,000, so it might not be surprising if things get a little crazy early, Don. You're going to want to make sure you check into that stream. We will be giving away, if the USA scores in the first 12 minutes of play, boys, a signed Jim Kelly custom jersey. So make sure you're tuning along. Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. We got Canada storming the net here a little bit. 6.5 to go. But yeah, we'll put a button on the U.S. men's talk again. Heavy favorites against Slovakia. Shout out Bratislava.
We got Gatesy tuning in saying, got to give a shout out to Abby Murphy, who we know well. We highlighted her goal first time they played Canada. That sick behind the back pass for a back check in overtime. Apparently, there's a huge back check. I saw the highlights of overtime.
So I think if I'm following the play correctly, it was the back check that then got the puck, and they did kind of that outlet like up to the blue line that they do in overtime. So yeah, I mean that play started in the defensive zone for certain. It put Megan Keller. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Megan Miller. Like I keep going to say Megan Keller, obviously, in the opportunity to claim that glory. And by the way, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, that's the dream moment right there.
Yeah,
that was
like we talk about. That's what when you play the sport, when you're making every practice, when you're doing everything, practice, travel, everything. That's the moment you dream of.
Game-winning goal in overtime, gold medal game.
Sick move to do it.
Come back late move.
Yeah, kind of had a little bit. It wasn't quite as far outside the zone. Kind of had a little bit of shades of like Brad May with the one stick and kind of jump around. Thing like amazing move. But speaking of moves, Bills are moving into a new place, and
we got some craziness.
Sounds like we got some criminals, some
meddling kids.
I just want to say, because we'll be joking about a little bit of this stuff, and there's some jokes here. There's nothing like funny about like vandalizing to the level of like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Anything like that, endangering other people's property, obviously. Let alone gotta get that out for the lawyers, people. Okay, we got to make sure we get that out there.
Let alone our future home for the next 30 plus years.
So details have been trickling out. By the way, they're back in action. We drove by the stadium on the way here. Machines, men,
back underway.
Females, workers, all back in action at the stadium. So we have pornographic, quote unquote, has come out.
Yeah.
And like marble. Did you see that it was on fresh marble?
Some of it was on oil-based spray paint. Some of it was on marble, which can't be like painted over. You just have to rip it out and replace it. So yeah, expensive damages. Also, I'm sure with the workers not being able to work, I don't know if they had like insurance comp or like if they had to pay them for
they're
the days
definitely
off,
like they're saying they factored in that cost.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people do you think are working on there right now?
Well, according to the article, that
300?
300 were in and out. So they're interviewing.
This is high mark. I'm telling you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So they're interviewing 300 people to get to the bottom of this because they have access to everyone's key cards. And pretty much they're saying, hey, no one's getting in without this key card thing.
Yeah,
it's apparently that's very secure. So that's adds to the whole situation of who could
there be footage missing? Could there
be footage? Is this an Epstein situation? Like,
I saw people asking like there has to be cameras somewhere in here.
You would think so, just at least on an active construction site.
If there's an area where there's marble that can't be like easily replaced on, I would think there had to be some surveillance.
And on that point too, to spice up the mystery even more, you have site workers talking with the news saying basically
this is crazy.
This was a product of low morale because if there was high workplace morale, someone want to do this, pretty much implying it's another disgruntled employee. But then this guy also seems disgruntled because he's like, it's kind of a joke that we couldn't just block off that part and keep working. It's kind of crazy.
That's the baffling part to me is like,
site.
If this was vandalized, like something was drawn on the wall, spray painted, whatever, like this stadium is massive. Like, can't you just work around that part? I don't know what part they were working on. If any, 300 sounds like a lot for just a night for the stadium. So I don't know what was going on, but it's definitely crazy that $150,000 in damages racked up and $100,000 reward out on the market if you want to rat out your friend who is pissing you off.
The $100,000 reward has just seemed crazy since the second it came out.
I just don't get it. What it could have been so bad that you're putting $100,000 on someone's head?
No, I think truly, this is going to sound crazy. It might just be easier than interviewing 300 people or like conducting 300 interviews, follow-up interviews. By the time you do 450-ish interviews, how much have you paid who's ever doing the interviews?
Right, yeah.
So like there's definitely, we got to scramble for the puck in front. Less than 5 minutes to go, still tied. Finland, Canada, you're tuning in with Trainwreck today. Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Make sure you're following it all. We are going to also have our stream of USA against Slovakia today. There will be some Herd of Buffalo and LOL Buffalo exclusive previews and clips in there. So you'll make sure you want to tune in for that, as well as our Jim Kelly custom signed jersey giveaway. Jim Kelly's got me feeling some sort of way, boys, though. I'm looking at that old stadium, I'm thinking of the memories. I'm thinking of everything we got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's flash it back. It's time for Flashback Friday. Sponsored by William Matar Law Offices. So this is very much a dead area for the Bills. Traditionally, there's just not much going on in the second half of February. In most cases, you're waiting for the league year to start. There aren't a lot of breaking news on this day back and then. So there's not much for the Buffalo football team, but there's a lot for the Sabres, Slickaroonie. We posted it just a little while ago. 28 years ago today, Hasek, 5 for 5 in the shootout against Canada to get Czech Republic the win in the semis.
I mean, talk about massive balls on that man. 5 for 5 in the shootout on the Olympic stage.
He was doing it all.
Of course he was. That's what he does. Don Hasek, always a goalie.
Oh, yeah.
A dominator. Just only guy like him could do that. So
just got a nice vintage jersey that's on the way.
I couldn't believe you nabbed that deal. I was a little bit jealous. So let's get that on the stream. What, a white? The key was the CCM official, so you don't have to look with the. Because a lot of people have the Hasek jersey.
The NHL patch in the bottom right. You know the old NHL
logo? The orange one?
Yeah, it's like on a puck.
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference logo or the NHL one?
The NHL one.
Okay, gotcha. The not to slander a certain degenerate with this comment, but sometimes you see the Hasek jerseys and they have the Hasek name is clearly not real. The rest of the jersey looks real. But the Hasek looks good. But yours obviously is going to be the NHL official.
I don't know if I sent you guys the link of it, but
I copped one a couple of weeks ago. Not a Hasek jersey, but a new Sabres jersey for me. I'll be waiting to debut that at a certain point in the future once they return for certain. They returned to beat the Lightning 4-3 on this date in 2004. I couldn't believe that Miro Shatan was still playing at this point. 2004. This feels late, but I guess Miro Shatan played a little bit with Briere and maybe Drury a little bit before the lockout.
Must have been on Briere's line at least, I think, because Briere had one of the other goals and 2 assists on here. Yeah, I was quite surprised to see Shatan still on that roster as well, because that was when I first started watching, and I thought Shatan was before my time. I guess I was just slightly off on that.
Also, speaking of jerseys, I saw this one in my search for the white Hasek. I saw a white Shatan 18.
Yes,
if you remember, he
sick.
wore
That's
18 a year or two, because someone had 81 and then he switched to his first 2 years on the Sabres, I think he was 18 instead of 81.
Another guy who was with the Sabres for around a decade or so who wore 18 randomly for the first year, Tim Connolly. Then he went to 19.
Yeah.
I know that because I was looking around and I saw an 18 Connolly jersey out there. It was $300. And I'm like, that's pretty rare. For certain. Speaking of rare, that 07 year, that President's Trophy year, beat the Flyers 6-3. Guess who found the twine that day, Slick?
Andrew
The instigator
Peters.
himself. He got a nice rebound tuck.
I think I was at this game because we were sitting like right where the Sabres were shooting, and we saw Peters score the goal, and his face just lit up with a huge smile. And my mom said she never saw the man happier because he's always fighting, and she just thought it was the best thing ever. Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I believe in the celebration. I don't want to overstate it. He almost did like a full OT celebration. Like he skated all the way out to like center ice.
Double arm up, stick in the air, skates all the way to center ice.
That's one for the boys. That's a morale builder. That felt like 10 goals probably on the bench.
Everyone in the arena felt good with that one for sure. Stick taps all around.
Following year, so we were kind of struggling in this year, 08, when we were trying to make a push to make the playoffs. So that made this all the more clutch when Thomas Vanek had a hat trick on this day, Slick.
Yes, he did. Another 4-3 win over the Lightning.
Okay, wow. We've done that a couple times in this day for sure. Schedule makers weren't exactly cooking. Then I hate looking at this era. I really do, of like when Eichel was like basically like leaving and Reinhart was still on the team, because now like they're both so good, but beat the Devils on this day 3-2. Reinhart scored twice. We're under 3 minutes to go, by the way, in Canada. Finland on this side of things.
Oh, huge save from Finland there.
Oh, got that. Oh, got that. All right, I got to scroll here. What I criticized Slick about. All right, JBL retaining on this day, Slick, in the world of wrestling.
Yeah, No Way Out 2005, JBL versus The Big Show. Do you remember JBL's title reign? It must have been pretty good, because from all the clips I see of him these days, it's pretty awesome.
He really had one of the most abrupt like character changes of all time.
Yeah, actually,
that really wasn't. It didn't have any on-screen explanation really either. Like he backed it up with like his real life.
Yeah,
but it really like there was no explanation for why it happened.
I should have wrote it how I read it actually too, because it listed John Bradshaw Layfield retain the title. So if that must have been before the character change, then, right? When he abbreviated?
No. That was the thing. Is it was Bradshaw and JBL in the Bradshaw. So there's a weird thing. JBL and John Bradshaw Layfield are one
for sure.
So by the time he was using John Bradshaw Layfield, that was the same character that we know today. The like rich like oil Texan who's border protecting for sure.
Yep, like American through and through.
No, he. I think, he probably benefited because, at that era, 04, 05, you had Cena coming up. You still had Angle doing his thing, but you had lost Jeff Hardy. So you were looking for someone that was really going to affect the crowd. Wow, Canada is really buzzing right now on this power play.
They really are.
But he was just getting the biggest booze, the most nuclear heat for everything he did. So he came out in the big white limousine.
With the horns on it.
Yeah, the horns on the front. It was crazy.
Dude, his theme song's the best.
Yeah. The horns, it's crazy. It is. It is really crazy for sure. So Bradshaw, he earned this run, and kind of was. Oh, I love it, Moggle. When he got there. Okay, so what do we got for this next one?
I want to see if we can get this next one. On this day in 2006, this person beat Ric Flair for the Intercontinental Championship. I believe this was just a regular Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I was going to say, you would have put it, this was a pay-per-view for sure. This is weird because I know that they ended a feud when they broke up Evolution with Randy Orton, but I don't think it's Randy Orton, right?
Not Randy Orton.
Okay.
Still are wrestling today, though.
Yeah, I want to say that it's, this is crazy. Matt Hardy?
Not Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Right? Or actually, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you got right. What was the other hint? I'm in the open. Not Batista.
No.
They're still the faction.
The only hint I have will give it right away.
Not Jericho.
Right company.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh no. What was it? No. What was it?
They hurt people.
MVP.
Shelton
Benjamin. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada just scored. McKinnon just scored with under a minute to go.
I saw the live odds get locked, and I'm like, oh
no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well, Canada twice has given us this ultimate flirt the last 48 hours.
It's never been more Jover for the finish. Sorry.
Yeah, guys. That is crazy. That is a little unfortunate.
Dare I say they're finished?
Yeah, all Swedish, no finish.
Damn you. All right, 2011. Tell me what we got here, Slick.
Cena wins the chamber. This is right around the Super Cena era, I believe.
Yeah, this is right
after
around the end of the peak of it.
This match contained R-Truth, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Sheamus, and John Morrison. 4 out of the 5 guys still on the active WWE roster, and the other still wrestling in a different company. Pretty good longevity there from some WWE superstars.
Oh, that Finland goalie has got to have that puck. He was literally like over to the post, and he just didn't like lock it up.
Oh, and another.
Yeah, by the way, 2011. I hate to say it. Respect to all these wrestlers. Oh wait, challenge for offsides or timeout? I don't know what's going on. We'll see.
They're reviewing something.
If something's getting reviewed, we're looking at tape. Don, can we pull up X? We figure out what they're looking at. We have no sound in the studio.
Yeah.
Coach challenge from Finland.
Okay.
Coach's challenge.
What are we reviewing?
By the way, it's
here?
like
Odds are locked. That was the.
This is what I was talking about, though. I mean, with all due respect, R-Truth and Miz, like, were basically like. And by the way, this is what they did when you didn't have like a strong champion they believed in.
They had no business being in the chamber.
And Vince McMahon would only like let you like beat like another like nonsense person. Like he would never have Cena lose to the Miz in this spot. Like it was Jerry Lawler as like a final hurrah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's crazy. I should have left. I was gonna say I should have left that part blank.
That would have been.
I
wouldn't have got that in a million years.
I don't think any would, because I completely forgot that Jerry Lawler was on a pay-per-view against the Miz. Oh.
Is there white there? There's
white right there, but the puck.
Is there white right there?
He appears to be onside.
Okay. All right. Don, what about the world of music as the refs are trying to make music out of this?
Yeah, if you want to feel
sick. They're doing exactly what the NFL should do. They're showing like all the angles they're looking at.
If you want to feel even more sick, apparently Finland was up 2-0.
Yeah.
And this was 3 straight goals by Canada. But looking back on the world of music, 1959, a young Maurice James Hendricks, otherwise known as Jimi Hendrix, makes his stage debut at 16 years old in Seattle. Instantly fired after the first set for Wild Playing.
Love that.
This wouldn't be the first time. Famously, in I think 63, 65, before he went off on his own, he was in Little Richard's band and had a short tenure there of like a year and got fired for playing too wild.
Was in the Little Richards?
Yeah, he was in Little Richard's band. So,
oh my God.
So yeah. Next up, 1974, Steely Dan drops Pretzel Logic. This was kind of the last album with the original quintet.
We have a good goal.
Before it was turned over to just being Becker and Donald Fagen, their kind of baby. Great record. Got Ricky Lose That Number. That's kind of your big hit on that, as well as the title track. Now, this is news to me. 2016, a 4-inch lock of John Lennon's hair sells at an auction for $35K. Who's been holding on to a dead man's hair for 36 years?
Yeah, I couldn't believe.
How did they get it to begin? Did they rip it out?
Yeah.
Well, they must have just cut some off.
It had to be a substantial lock. Like it wasn't a strand.
Unless it was like he mailed like someone, like a fan, a lock of his hair that asked for it or something weird, like years and years ago. But that's strange. And then recently, 2024, this caused quite a stir with some folk, and actually resulted in them making 2 country categories after this. Beyonce becomes the first Black female artist to top Billboard's Hot Country Artists. Beyonce controversy in pop culture. Pretty much the Grammys come, and they ended up making like 2 like contemporary country and like traditional country albums. Pretty much, like instead of just best country.
Did Lil Nas start this low key like 5 years earlier?
He started, I think, the fad, because it is interesting. You saw a lot of Black artists. Now you have Shabuzi basically be like, yo, I'm gonna make a
I just am a country guy.
Yeah, with some twang on it. So I mean shout out Lil Nas X taking his horse. Old town
Listen, shout out to artists going where the cheese is. It's tough to do. When you get Beyonce, quote unquote, copycat, I mean, let's face it, like that was clearly a play.
You clearly did something right.
You did something right.
Wants it.
No doubt. It's like when a certain rapper culture vultures, as everyone likes to say he does.
Yeah.
But yes, hate to see the Bayhive in controversy for certain. 1944. Wow, in the middle of World War II, we were just popping out Batman and Robin.
Apparently, the local newspaper was like, "We need some optimism in the streets." Batman and Robin premieres, and the rest is history.
Okay, I like that. Speaking of other things, I like in the world of TV and music and everything, we got some birthdays. Cindy Crawford, kind of a universal babe.
Cindy, all right. Happy
60th birthday. Happy birthday, Cindy Crawford. And then driver's license. That's your hint, Slick.
McLovin?
No. Close though. No, not close.
No.
Song driver's license.
Oh,
Good for you.
Olivia Rodrigo.
23rd birthday, the Jordan year.
Only 23?
Oh, wow.
She was debuting when she was like 16, 17, wasn't she? She got the driver's license.
What was that? What was that show she was called on? No,
High School Musical, the musical, the series.
the one about the aardvark.
Aardvark.
Yeah, that one.
Aardvark. Okay, love that. On the other side here of our flashback Friday, what do we got? Georgia players driving crazy. That's not even like. I mean, besides
Fairly
Matar could have
newsworthy.
covered that segment.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, again,
LaMelo Ball crashes custom car. Did Matar get on this one?
yeah, he should have. I mean,
What is going on?
I don't know if you saw, did you see the footage of this?
Yes.
Yeah, he just like drove straight into the lane and then gets asked about it
crazy.
yesterday.
You
He
didn't
kinda
see it?
walks-
No, I did see
Oh
it.
yeah, they just like
It's-
literally veers.
It's
no
also
reason.
insane too because the entire wheel of his car comes off and rolls on the other side of the road.
You think he was checking his phone?
Oh, for sure.
Start swerving.
Allegedly, also left the scene in a Lamborghini.
There was a couple posts where they showed like compilations of him like leaving the game and stuff
Yes.
like that. And this man treats the roads like we would treat like a hallway.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go around your friend and just kind of like elbow him as you go by, like he does
Cruising
it
past red lights.
constantly.
pretty sure
and he's
I-
in like a purple like Joker looking vehicle.
Yeah,
like they're insane.
The,
Like,
the, the most obnoxious paint, like bring attention
But
to
there's
my
so
car.
many times where a car is like in a one-lane thing and he just zips right around it, and then you see him speeding right up to a red light.
I
like,
was
to go
going to
through
say
it.
there's literally footage of him leaving the arena and fans recording, and he like revs the engine for them as he's going
Now,
by.
now, if I'm the person that he hit, I'm showing up in a neck brace for just every day. If the police are talking to me, I'm being like, oh, it really hurt me. I'm seeking some damages from this for sure with a guy that clearly has enough money with that car. So-
Finland will be seeking some damages after their 2-0 collapse in this game, losing 3-2 for certain. Buffalo Wild Wings dunked back before we get into Select Celtics real quick. B-Dubs dunked back. What they got? They give BOGO deal on the boneless?
Yeah, they're kind of dunking on everybody. So they're like, it's a beneficial court ruled in our favor, and we're giving it back to you. So it's buy one, get one on boneless. I don't know if that was a one-day thing. The day they announced it yesterday, but I'm sticking to my story that, hey, you might have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. And the war was that those are chicken nuggets. And a judge did also say that. He just said that you could call them something else.
Yes.
Did you guys see that Five Guys for their like 40th anniversary tried to do a BOGO with burgers and ran out very quickly, and there was a huge uproar on social media?
Yeah, I would have been in and out like 3 times that day, like just stocking up.
Are you allowed to say I would have been in and out of a Five Guys? Like, isn't that like
I was
burger?
just about to
like,
say
a
that's
battle?
that's a conflict of interest there. That sentence.
That's like you say. That's like saying like, yeah, I'm having Burger King. I'm loving it.
So speaking of all this, I think that that's fast food lovers. You got some cross contamination. While we're on the subject, we're going a little off script, but
we did.
Raising Cane's.
Oh yeah.
The funny thing though is too, like, it's literally the second month of 26, and we're like hypothetically talking about a potential start date in
2027. Yeah.
Like, who even knows what's going on here? I get that Buffalo loves their food. There will be a line down the road. Reed Ferguson, I mean, I know his nipples are as hard as anybody's
He's going
over this.
nuts somewhere
but
right
I will
now.
say that he's going to be on the hot seat for this. If people don't like Raising Cane's, who do you think is the first person they're going to be tweeting? It's not going to be Raising Cane's CEO. It's going to be Reed Ferguson.
Have you had Raising Cane's?
I did. I had it in Ohio. I thought that if it's an option that I could have all the time, I would get it like once every week or once every 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's
Is
a decent
is it
showing.
mind-blowingly great? No.
yeah.
I don't want to say that. Like I hate to say it, I love Chick-fil-A. Like I know no free
yeah,
spots, but like we know I love my Chick-fil-A.
yeah.
Like I have that like close to once a week sometimes. But Raising Cane's, like, yeah, it's another notch below that. I would say the chicken fingers, crispy and fresh and good, were the ones that I had, which is a big difference maker in the fast food sphere.
They do Cajun fries?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's a huge game changer.
Yeah, so they got it all going. They got the nice, like the dipping sauce, the cane
Oh,
sauce.
yeah,
is
yeah,
big.
I've heard
that's
It's
where I
good. The
say
cane sauce,
the
I
sauce
was using
is
it,
like
and you guys know I'm not a sauce boy.
Yeah, I'm a big sauce boy. I'm very
I'm a
saucy.
big sauce boy, too.
I like that part. I'll say it's good. It's a good travel meal for me. Now, if I'm here in Buffalo, if I'm I would rather honestly go to a place like Adolph's that makes their own with their own batter fresh. I don't know what Raising Cane's did. If they do that, or if they're frozen, all I'm saying is it doesn't stack up much better than the local businesses I love to support around here. So for me, it's a convenience, it's a travel thing, but I'm not losing my fucking panties.
I've never had it. I've always thought of it as like a road stop kind of thing. But I could be wrong.
That's how it is for me. But
and
hey,
maybe I'll come around to it.
Everyone's got their things they're obsessed. Everyone, like in the Midwest, everyone fucking loses their shit over fucking Culvers. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
and what's
like,
those big ass gas stations they go crazy over to?
Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
Buc-ee's, yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Buc-ee's or
I thought it was
Sheetz,
Buse- I thought
and
it
then
was
you have
Buse-e's.
Sheetz in like
Sheetz,
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Everyone's
the-
crazy
Now,
about
I know,
it.
I'm
The
sorry to say
Yinzers
this.
go nuts for
the
Sheetz.
ones that the Yinzers go nuts for in New Jerseyans as well is the Wawas.
Wow,
You ever see on the Wawa?
Yeah,
The
Wawa.
thing is, Wawa's low key. They have like their own like deli like sandwich area. Like it's kind of crazy. Wawa's definitely packing.
I'll hear them out.
Yes, I'll listen to it for sure. But yes, that is what else do we got trending? We got a lot actually in the receiver scope. So first, I didn't see this Miami police officer. This is good stuff. He was dunking on Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
basically-
the guy that do you want me? I'm pulling up.
Yeah,
the
pull
quote
it
right
up.
now.
Well, I was just going to say that he basically called him a disgrace to the community and feels bad for any franchise and city that he's about to go terrorize.
So
next.
this is the guy that arrested Tyreek Hill, that got all that heat, right? You're racist, blah, blah.
Miami Heat.
Yeah, exactly. It's hot down there. He's actually since retired. I think he just retired. after that.
that's why he
Like,
said he could speak his mind.
He posted this on Facebook. He says, I guess it took a bit, but karma got you. Now that I'm retired, I can tell you how I feel about you. You're an entitled. Now this part in all caps.
It took
asshole.
a little bit, but karma got you.
Now you're an entitled, all caps, asshole, and an embarrassment to the team and city that kissed your ass. I wish you the best and hope you are able to afford all in caps, that child support, especially now that you're unemployed. But I'm sure someone will pick you up and you will cause havoc in their team and city, just how you did in Miami.
This dude is really dunking. He's dunking hard for sure. Dunking the tall. With that said, I do want to note this real quick on this note. Like, there's always that popular like police trope in like TV and movies where it's like, I was 1 day from retirement or whatever. Like, this guy could not have been more than like a couple months from retirement, and he knew he was bagging Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
like a parting shot on the way out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he can always, and clearly people are tuning into his Facebook, so my guy might be starting a podcast himself soon. So who knows?
And then we got
Let's get him on.
We got Percy Harvin saying he was high before every game. So this means when Percy Harvin
Ex-Bills player.
Yeah, I think this is recirculating because I feel like I knew this.
It happened like 2 months ago. It looks like it came out like the first one. Now it's recirculating or whatever. But literally, this means that the 2015 home opener, when he caught the first touchdown of the year against the Colts, stadium going nuts. He was blazed. He was blazed out of his mind.
I'm just wondering, like, how do you keep it up? Like, if you're a regular smoker by half, you're probably like
even
chilling.
if you're smoking like a whole blunt on the way to the stadium at 8 a.m., you're not like still like blazing high at like 2 p.m.
No, absolutely.
Unless you have the best product of all time.
I feel like he might have been like utilizing in facility.
Could he have been burning in the facility?
I think there's a chance.
That's the question that we got to really answer. Because if he's live
Did they
before
have
every game,
dab pens back then, 2015?
I mean,
they had G pens, dab pens for sure.
G pen was
like
that was a game changer,
like a space station for sure.
It is wild because they were still testing for weed in the NFL.
That was still a big no-no. Josh Gordon seeing this and he's going like the 50 Cent meme, like, what the hell they saying fuck me for? You know, like
Darius too.
Yeah. Oh my God, absolutely about it.
Put down the pipe.
Just a bunch of guys who would definitely benefited from the products at Herbal IQ, 30% off for sure there. As we move on though, Sean Strickland,
you want to touch this?
What do we got? You said this was par for the course for your
and
guy.
Dana White has come out and also responded. So
which part did he respond to? Unfortunately, this is par for the course. Anytime you let Sean Strickland near a microphone, you better hope you have a dump button handy, and the UFC usually doesn't because of their belief in free speech, which I respect. At some point, you just got to get this guy the hell off a stage where there's a bunch of cameras and microphones pointed at him, because nothing he says is good morale and good for society. We could comment on one of the 20 atrocious things he said.
Yeah, there were
because
so many.
this happens every single time.
He overloaded
the
PR sensor. The PR sensor got its backbone out.
Every time Sean Strickland has a fight week, Dana White's cheeks are clenched so hard, and he has to cope with so much bullshit.
Clench thy cheeks.
Like, from an entertainment, again, and now nothing that was said in that interview is worth repeating or even giving any sort of substance to. But for me, from an entertainment sphere, it is like watching a crazy guy at the bar, or you're someone just starts saying the craziest shit where it's I can't help but laugh at the brazenness of some of it.
Oh yeah,
it's not what he's saying.
That is exactly
funny.
what it is.
It's oh my.
It's like oh my God.
I'll give him a shout. I'll give him a shout out on this. You know who is will always shine through as an example of that to me, because I only hung out with him basically one time, was Nietzsche.
Yeah.
That was a surreal experience. It was so much fun right until it wasn't. And then you're just okay.
Yeah, but Dana White pretty much said what you said. It's someone asked him about pretty much putting him on a leash or something, and Dana White was pretty much if you don't want your feelings hurt based on something he might said, don't ask him those questions.
Well, that's
and he said, we don't police and tell people what to believe. I'm not going to tell anyone what to say and not to say. And so he's pretty much being hey, if you don't want him to say all that shit, don't ask him questions leading into those topics.
That's a bad response, because no questions asked by MMA reporters, and I've heard some wild questions from MMA reporters, should have provoked any of the things he said. Strickland is the type of guy that you could just ask how his day's going, and he'll find a way to cross the line, whether it's I don't even want to get into it, because he crosses just about every line that there is to cross. And it's just a reminder that just because someone is an amazing athlete and very skilled at their craft doesn't mean that they should have a platform where they can communicate their beliefs to the entire world, even though they're allowed to.
Wow, you really just landed that with the political safety there. Well done.
I think now it's a great time to check in the chat. And what's this? Hilbert College. Give Hilbert a shout out.
HC, come on.
Clocking in on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.
Hawks?
Yeah. Wings up. Wings up.
Listen.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, listen, always check in with Hilbert College. Make sure you're following them on social. That's our home for our new studio here at Trainwreck Day. Make sure you're following Hilbert College, Bruckman Media, Herd of Buffalo, LOL Buffalo Show, and Trainwreck Sports. Boys, we just talked about it, though. Sometime Sugar Sean crossed the line here.
Strickland crossed the line, yes.
Strickland crossed the line. Wait, are there two? Oh, yeah, two different people, right?
Sugar Sean usually, he's crossed some lines, but I don't think they're even close.
Strickland. Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
I literally, that's a child mistake, though, for sure, at the UFC level. With that said, what else crosses the line is when someone just wants to call and they text. So let's beam it up. It is time for some FaceTime.
All right, who we got?
Wow, look who we got here. Fortunate to have him in. And it's Fedora Lindy. He's really feeling himself. Thanks for coming in, FL.
What's up, boys? You enjoying these Olympic Games or what?
Yeah, enjoying them. How's the time off going? Obviously, nice to spend a little break with the family in the middle of this grinding season.
Time off is nice. The sun's finally deciding to come out here in beautiful Buffalo where the palm trees grow. But yeah, time off's been good. I'm focused on this playoff push. As you know, we didn't end the break exactly how we wanted to, trying to get back things in order. And the boys hit the ice yesterday, and we were having some fun.
Yeah. So speaking of the boys, we got two of your boys in the Olympics. Both made it to the past the preliminaries. Darlene gets eliminated though. Tage still going on. What are your thoughts about Tage, who's getting the most ice time out of anyone on the Sabres, kind of getting shortchanged a little bit?
I think it's a little disrespectful to TNT, but this is a business, and they're obviously going to favor their guys lopsided over there. I didn't get asked to do the job for Canada, so couldn't have any of my guys there with me, but they need to utilize Tage more if they want some more goals in production, and if they want to keep up with my Canadian squad, they better give Tage some more ice time because, frankly, it's disrespectful.
Lindy, been a lot of talk about the forwards. You have, should we trade Tuck in the coming weeks if he's not going to sign a long-term deal? Also getting Josh Norris back. He had the contact jersey, then the no contact jersey yesterday. How are you looking at this group? How do you feel with them versus how when you were starting the year as we get ready to make this playoff push?
I'm starting to like them a lot more, I'll tell you that. They're busting their ass, as a matter of fact, and playing like a team. And they're teaching these young guys like Benson and Krebs, Quinn, the line of the ropes, the end of what the NHL is all about, how to play hard-nosed grit hockey and show some gut, as Don would say.
Oh, big-time gut?
Really
big-time gut from
really
the boys.
Love the squad. I don't think Tuck's going anywhere anytime soon if I have anything to say about it. So I believe in these guys, and I believe what we can do come April.
I'm speaking of our guys, we got some great guys in net, and I just want to hear your thoughts, Coach, on what would your reaction be if one of these guys in net let in a wrister from the red line?
They'd be in Rochester by the next night. Tell you that much. Alex, Colton, heck, even Uka. Any of them could get to Rochester if they let in that atrocity of a goal. The fact that guy's even still in Milan is ridiculous. Get him out of here.
Coach, I know you're pressed for time, so we'll get a couple more in here. 28-year anniversary of Hasek doing his thing in Nagano. What do you remember from that time? Hanging around in '98, seeing him do that over in the Olympics.
Yeah, he was a fucking psycho and kind of an asshole back then. So not too much fond memories, but yeah, great player and obviously great performance. Looking back on it for sure.
Yeah, speaking of Hasek, so I just got, a throwback authentic jersey from the 99 run.
Oh, nice.
Now, here's the thing. I got a 99 patch on it. Lindy, you were there. I was there.
I was there, yeah.
Is it bad juju to throw that patch on this jersey and wear it to the arena in this run?
No, throw that sucker on. That's a good omen. You and I were both in the building. We're both in the building this season. I know you're a season ticket holder this year.
Wow.
So
wow, he knows all the STHs.
It's not my first time. It's not my first rodeo on Trainwreck today, guys. Come on. So throw that sucker on and let's go make a run for the cup, as Tuck would say.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Off to the races, awesome. Lindy. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, sir. Always a good time to check in with Coach Lindy Ruff. Oh, wow. Looks like we're staying in the Sabres side of things on this FaceTime.
Fresh off the
Welcome
plane.
to the team, Captain Rasmus Dahlin, fresh off a heartbreaking loss the other day. Rasmus, thanks for joining us. How was the Olympic experience as a whole?
It was good. Olympic Village was great. I'm a married man, so I couldn't have too much fun. But it was.
You didn't contribute to the condom count.
No. I don't have to wear those with her, so we're good. Yeah. So
something you do have to wear on the ice is a helmet, and you could have utilized it in the third period. How's your head?
We're still getting it checked out, waiting to hear what Doc said. Clearly I kept playing the game. Got off, got looked at. Gave
a post-game interview.
I was more shocked. Yeah, gave my interview. I was more shocked, I think, than anything, and checking on it. And but I think we're good. But who won't be good is that scumbag Brady Tkachuk. The next time I see him on an NHL ring where you're allowed to fight, he's going to have to answer the bell.
Okay. Well, with that said, my next question was going to be, there's been a lot of controversy around the play. Did you think Tkachuk slew for you? But it looks like you just answered that one there.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm a guy that with top balance in the league, and, you know, the stick flies out of my hands. He knew what he was doing. This is how this guy plays. You know, I don't read the papers often, but people want him in Buffalo on some trade deal. Not so sure about that. We're going to have a long conversation, work some things out if he wants to come to KeyBank.
After the tough elimination, is there any part of you that wants to see Tage and USA go and get gold?
Yeah, I mean, he's my teammate. He's my only teammate left in this thing. So, and listen, everyone hates Canada. No one tells you like everyone hates Canada. Everyone hates the U.S. too, but they're second.
The North America bundle.
Yeah, if we're talking hockey, we all hate Canada, the Finnish, the Swedish, the Swiss,
even
the Germans, everyone. We want to see them lose. They think they're better than everybody else. Yeah, so USA. USA.
I appreciate that, Rasmus. Obviously looking forward to having you back in the USA and playing. We asked how the whole experience was as a captain and getting able to see all these teams, you know, different countries, different leadership in kind of a hyper sense with just these couple of weeks being together. What did you learn as a leader? What are you bringing back home from that for this stretch run?
Yeah, I learned that, you know, hey, even when you're underdogs, you got to go and play hard. I thought, you know, I thought we had the U.S. on the ropes a little bit, and maybe if it was 5-on-5 hockey, things would have been different. But, hey, you play to win the game no matter how well you're counted out. It was a great experience, and I'm looking to return for the ultimate prize, and that's a certain cup owned by Mr. Lord Stanley.
Well, appreciate you in that effort.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Rasmus. Looking forward to having you back in Buffalo for this stretch run.
Thank you, Captain.
All right. Oh, man. Speaking of the devil, it's a loaded.
It might as well be a pregame interview here. It's how you feeling?
Feeling good, obviously. The good thing is, you know, we've been monitoring my minutes. I appreciate both.
Saving it for the important stuff, right?
I appreciate both the attention from the coaches to that as well as my many fans out there. It looks like everyone wants to see a little bit more of the Twine tickler. But have you ever heard of the phrase, too much of a good thing, boys? Like, you know, like chocolate or roller coasters, you know, things can go wrong very quickly. And that's why your boy TT is totally fine with keeping things in neutral.
Listen, I know you can't be involved in any of this side of, you know, taking certain risks. But listen, should the three of us bet on you to score first today?
I mean, listen, when I get out there, I feel that ice beneath my blades. There's only one thing that's on my mind, boys. Tickling that twine.
Yeah, shooting pucks. Please, just
let them fly.
Listen, I mean, I think we've played some great team hockey. Listen, I'll give, you know, Matthews wants me to pass it every so often. Yeah, I will. But, you know, quite frankly, I preferred his brother, Corey, if you ask me. So with that said, you know, the Tkachuk brothers, we're going to make do. We're going to go out and take care of business against Slovakia today. Again, if they get me out there early enough, boys, maybe I'll score the first one. But either way, you know I'm out there to do one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, speaking of Tkachuk brothers, how, you know, you're kind of caught between teammates. What do you think of that hit on Dahlin?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I hate to, you know, I know that both players are physical. They both play a clean game, typically. And that's both the strength of both their games is that physical nature of it. So good to see both guys come out okay on that side of thing. Listen, I'm still sharing a locker room with one guy, so you know I have to give a little bit of a buttoned up answer in this case. But you know I always support my guy 26, my leader, when I get back to Western New York. So don't want to see anyone treat my leader badly, but thought it was a good physical play between the boys late in the game.
Besides the fact you're playing them today, what do you know about Slovakia?
Slovakia, here's the thing you got to understand, okay? This is going to be a game that's played on the edges because that's how Slovakia operates as a country. Their capital, Bratislava, okay? It's the only capital that borders two other countries. So they're constantly used to being crowded. And Slovakia is going to be used to getting crowded today as we are going to be all over them, free burden from puck drop, gentlemen.
Tage Thompson, NHL All-Star and All-Star geographer.
Yeah. All right, Tage. Thanks. I know you gotta lace them up soon, so thanks for taking the time, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one, boys. See you back in 716.
USA.
USA. USA. USA. USA.
That has been FaceTime Friday.
Yep. So now next up, we got Friday fundraising, and we're looking at brand new show, Buffalo Social Club.
This isn't just a brand new show. This is a phenom. I was trying to literally look up stuff on my phone the other day when we had Olympic matchups, everything like that. It was Buffalo Social Club this, Buffalo Social Club that. To be honest, it's kind of like when you have rival movies being made in the same studio. I kind of want to outperform them, but at the same time, I'm jealous. It's like Logan Paul versus Kai Cenat. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe that we have working on. So be very interesting. Or I Show Speed versus a Kai Cenat in the better weather. So
I'm having like a Step Brothers feel where there are roommates. And yeah, you know, it might have been tension at first. Now I want to build some bunk beds with them and you know, make some room for.
I don't think either party put the balls on the drum set. By the way, so I think we're totally good in that regard.
Well,
yes.
I mean, I've been in here when they're in here, and I don't know. They might be messing with your set a little bit.
Oh no, I don't want to hear that. But folks, make sure you are messing with your settings and following Buffalo Social Club on all platforms. A lot of good being done on the Sweet Buffalo side. We got Mary Friona. We got all kinds of amazing guests. The fun is sure to follow here on Herd of Buffalo. So with that said, boys, it's time to lock in as we go down the stretch run of Trainwreck today here. It's time to check in with the Trainwreck Sports Crash Out Line, sponsored by William Matar Law Offices. Thank you, Bill. Don, what are we loaded up with? I heard you working on a little stuff in the pre-show, and I know we got plenty to crash about on our own end.
Yeah, we got a call yesterday. I think it was actually, you know, this person DM'd us on Instagram and wanted to chat, and we're like, you know what? Why don't you call into the show and then tune in and we
love a follow through.
So yeah, guy called in, and let's see what he has to say.
Listen, guys, this is a Buffalo Bills fan. It's a little upset with last season, as everyone else should be. But I got high hopes. Okay, Brandon Bean, I have really high hopes for what he's going to do in this offseason. I may end up eating those words, but trust me, guys, I think he has a vision. I think Joe Brady has a vision. I truly believe we are going to get a wide receiver one this year. But if we do not get a wide receiver one, I think there's something going on. Because who in their right mind is not going to go for a wide receiver one here? We have the best quarterback in the league. The best. Simply.
I like the dramatic.
How we have not gotten past
than all the rest.
The divisional, what are we doing? Now, I have really high hopes for the defense as well, because when you think about it,
I must have visited Herbal IQ.
I mean, we've been trying to run the zone defense with McDermott and try to build that defense around players that don't really fit that zone defense. And it's never worked, but we still tried to make it work. And until, honestly, last season, the defense played great. And then I don't know what happened. Probably injuries and all that. But, the other thing, too, I was not super happy about Joe Brady. With the fact
you and a lot of people
that he is the tunnel screen machine, as I like to call him.
Unless we get a wide receiver one.
I mean, we have the best quarterback in the league.
He's all in, but then we
go
there
bubble screens and they were never working. Never. I don't even know why we attempted them.
Well,
what are we doing? But with that being said, I'm really excited for this upcoming season. You know, I love Buffalo.
Same.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Let's go win a Lombardi.
funny because this take went like through the whole universe of like, I like him, but I don't like when you are one. I don't like Brady. Like, you know,
It's like
here.
what your head goes through every game
No
day.
matter what, you always
defense zone.
the defense. I don't know what happened.
What are we doing?
7 yards off.
What are we doing?
But at the end of the day, you always get back to those core assets. I love Buffalo. I love the Bills. Let's go win a Lombardi. Good day now, for sure.
Yeah.
But before we go and have a good day now and a good weekend, we have got to obviously check in with our favorite correspondent. Let's get him in here. Let's saddle up. It's time for everyone's favorite and your sideways side text, Nick Polinsky on Pop Culture Corner. How are we doing, sir?
What is going on, everyone? Big week in pop culture. Obviously, want to start out in the music world. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Girly Girl Productions, but they have dropped a new album. Slick, are you familiar with Girly Girl Productions?
I can't say I am, Nick P.
Somehow that doesn't shock me. Don, what do you know about Girly Girl Productions?
I know a lot. I'm a big fan. I've sent you guys their stuff.
This is Girly Girl.
This is the AI music where it's like, there's the one song, 10 Drunk Cigarettes, where it's like, 1 new vape, 2 lines of Coke, 3 drinks from the bar, 4 more lines of Coke, 5 guys.
This is all.
It's like you've never heard this song before. This was
6
huge.
bells and 7 more lines of Coke.
I didn't hear it. Didn't hear
It's a
it.
banger.
There's a lot of lines of Coke there.
What's the new album called?
Funnily enough, The Life of a Coke Girl. Which
There you go.
This is a play on
I have to
Taylor's
imagine
album.
Life of a Showgirl. Great track list. 5 full tracks on this. I'm Just a Girl, of course. I Hate This Fucking Bitch.
Yep.
The Life of a Coke Girl. Love Me, and Cry Out. So it kind of seems like Girly Girl Productions is really going through it.
Sounds like GGP is about to take us on another odyssey with all due respect to
I'm
Christopher
going to
Nolan
force
and Matt
them to
Damon.
listen to this before our live stream later.
Okay, we'll get fired up. Yeah. But obviously, I know you're back. And speaking of Life of a CG,
Tell you what other Showgirl icons are coming back. Hannah Montana.
this was a timeline quake. I don't know about you guys.
Absolutely.
You know the Vince Carter gif where he's like on the sideline, like, yes, like I think he's accepting the the banners getting raised or something. It's like, I prayed for this and it happened. This is awesome.
Miley Cyrus is back on board for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special. We don't have a lot of details on it right now. We know it'll be on Disney Plus in March, end of March.
Am I
much
crazy,
looking
or was
best
this
of
a little
both
bit of an
worlds.
abrupt announcement?
It was. I feel like it
this is
came like
happening
out
in
of
a month?
nowhere.
Well,
Like, you could have easily promoted this
is crazy.
100 days out.
She did like throw a little teaser on the gram like 3 days ago, but like you said,
So that was an announcement, basically. That was like it.
Well, it was like she just captioned it like looking back on some old photos. But yeah, it was
As best I
basically an
understand it, she's
announcement.
not actually like reprising the role. She's just like coming in and doing some interviews. But still, it's nice to see them give that shout to Hannah Montana.
No,
For
she
those
better
of you-
be doing a fucking
for those of you
sing-along
who are
special
unaware,
and a tour.
Maybe, she and Hilary Duff, those Disney stars gotta.
I miss me with Hillary, dude.
So disrespectful. Hillary literally ran so Miley could fly.
No,
I don't know.
Yes.
No,
I don't know if
no,
anyone knows
no,
this, but I
no.
used to work at Wegmans, wherein in the produce department.
That's all you talk
specifically,
about.
They would play the Hannah Montana
I was like,
soundtrack
yeah.
at least once a day. That's not all I talk about. Other things happen to me. It's just the most fucked up shit happened to me at Wegmans.
Go on.
Speaking of screwed up shit that's been happening, have you guys been following this Shia LaBeouf drama?
It's
Yeah.
tough to know,
So-
it's tough to know where we're at in the LaBeouf drama of it all. It's all happening so
basically,
quickly.
we on Wednesday we reviewed some of the footage, saw that he was releasing it, and then yesterday I sent these guys. Apparently, some guys come out and said he was calling him homophobic and racial slurs.
Yeah, apparently
and
he went off the
punched him in the
deep end.
face or something.
He's in New Orleans,
Yeah.
throwing out all these punches. So one of my favorite things about this
You had
is
to
I
refresh
was
the
like, what's
slander
this
sheet.
about
You
to
had to
go?
refresh the slander sheet.
they're going around and they're talking to all of these people in
Yeah,
New Orleans
right.
who are saying, like, business owners. They're like, yeah, he's coming in here, he's taking his shirt off. My favorite is one quote from this bartender
Oh, no.
who said, my favorite quote of the week, he's terrorizing this city.
Yeah, I did
I
see
love
that.
just the image of this city, like,
you have to
living in
read. You have to
fear.
read the paragraph above it though, because this is actually the most relatable terrorizing a city that a drunk person has ever done.
This one?
Yeah.
He asked me 3 times
Why'd
if
you
he
look
could
at me
use
when
his
you
credit
said that?
card, said bartender Kyle
You were
Katrouch,
laughing.
who was working that early evening. The bar had at least 50 cash-only signs. Why don't you go back and dig holes? She said, a reference to the actor's 2003 prison.
Oh
I thought this was a
That's
terrible.
great.
I thought this was a terrible reference, to be honest.
No, I mean, I don't think anybody's thinking about Hull. At least in that context.
Because I just thought there was like, oh, like, could your eagle eye not pick up like these cash only signs?
Right.
Or like,
See,
or
that's
like
the
why
only
don't you see
reason-
why don't you see if your like credit card can transform into some cash, buddy? Like, you know, like, there's a lot of
That's
ways to
why
do it.
you don't like it, because you already had 2 better ones.
There's
right
like, yeah,
off the
well,
hip.
the holes one like sucked. Like, talk about
that
like
is
the
terrible. I like Nick said, there's no context.
And by the way, he wasn't even getting paid to dig the holes in the movie. It was like a prison camp type
yeah,
thing.
like congrats.
Who's still thinking about holes?
Nobody.
I think about holes a
So we,
lot.
Donut holes.
Nick, you got a comment
Not
or
tho-
asking a
not those
question?
kind.
What's the question?
Oh,
Here we go. Nick P, longtime listener, first time caller here. What are your thoughts on USA figure skater, cultural icon Alyssa Liu?
I can't see the screen, but I have a sneaking suspicion this comment is coming from Carson Gates.
Yes.
yeah.
Carson Gates, Alyssa Liu is an icon. I loved watching her win. I love everything about her. She's got a great personality. She's just such a ray of sunshine. Admittedly, I'm not huge into like the skating scene, but I think she's someone worth watching for sure. Thank you.
Where did she get all this the light from all of a sudden? Obviously, other than the
shocked
figure
world,
skating.
winning multiple golds. She's only
Okay,
20
so
years
so
old.
it just wasn't expected.
Yeah.
But she's a great
I
personality.
think
it seems,
they
too.
expect her to finish well. I don't think anyone expected her to take gold though, and I don't know.
Let's
That's
go.
big.
The
Yeah,
headlines
that's
are like
huge.
she did it on her terms.
The
you know?
ultimate
Let's
story
go, Alyssa.
for the USA at the Olympics is when you're not
She's
expected
like
to
kind
get
of a
gold
bad
and you
girl.
get it.
Everybody loves
Oh,
an
yeah.
underdog
Yes.
story, you know,
Yes.
for sure.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
Alyssa.
So speaking of someone who might be an underdog,
Oh no.
Beyonce's stage manager. I understand you spoke a bit about Beyonce earlier in the show, mentioned there might be some controversy. So this guy has been her stage manager for 22 years. Apparently, he had a bit of a health scare. He was in the hospital. He underwent surgery while he was doing that. She fires him. He's working 22-hour days while she's on tour. He's not getting any like consistent pay 'cause after like pandemic nonsense. She fires him. There's no severance package. There's nothing. That just seems really screwed up to me, especially
Wait,
from
who's
someone.
the source on this? A TikTok user?
There's apparently the
It
guy's
said the
daughter.
source was a TikTok
Oh,
user.
no.
I'm confused though.
This is taken off, so this is
Okay.
on TikTok, but it does come directly from the guy's
And
daughter.
now you're saying he was working 22-hour days and not being paid for those days by Beyonce?
He was working 22 hours,
Allegedly?
but pay was inconsistent.
Okay. Allegedly.
After 22 years, he spent with this woman.
Allegedly.
Just drops him. So I gotta wonder: is there something
cold.
behind the scenes there? Did he? You know, is it just medical? I don't want to like throw the guy under the boat. It's entirely possible that Beyonce's like a shitbag. Sorry, Beyonce. I don't know if you're watching. this.
The
Somehow I doubt it.
Bayhive isn't buzzing. They are
No.
literally arming for war right now.
I
they're
will-
about to sting
Like
the
it's not
shit out of you,
like
dude.
they're not considering it.
These
They're
opinions
asking
are
what,
not endorsed by Trainwreck
yeah,
Sports.
for
That's all
sure.
I
This
have to
is
say.
I'm just saying.
this is pop culture corner.
I'm
only.
just saying. If
we respect
anybody,
and love the Bayhive.
much love to the Bayhive,
Jay-Z,
but
please don't kill me.
I'm saying if somebody has stayed with Jay-Z for that long, it really makes me question a lot of things about them.
Oh my
Um,
God, yeah. Seriously,
questions,
Jay-Z, please
I
don't
got
kill me.
questions about, I don't know if you know this, bet you thought we were done with Stranger Things.
We're never gonna be done with Stranger Things. Like the idea that we were gonna be done with Stranger Things is like the idea that we were gonna be done with Arnold Schwarzenegger after the Terminator. It's like the idea that we were gonna be done with like Batman after
Nothing
like
now,
Michael
Sheldon.
Keaton. Like no, like these things are gonna go on forever. We're gonna keep juicing them until
So-
we can't stop.
Not only do we have Stranger Things, Tales from 85, the animated series coming out,
Can't wait.
The First Shadow is a play that's been a Broadway show that's been airing in like London.
Yes.
That details the origin story of Henry Creel or Vecna, and I think that's kind of an insane thing to have the backstory for main villain be confined to like a Broadway show.
That's all
in
the
UK.
rage though. That's like your Maleficent.
It
That's
really
like
is,
that
for
is-
sure.
It's all
how
of it.
Wicked got
Yeah.
its start, you know. But it's coming to Netflix. We will be watching. Will we be tuning in for Stranger Things: The First Shadow?
I think I am going to be tuning in for like 12 minutes. I'm going to turn it off and be like, no. I'd rather watch like The Office on TBS.
Wouldn't it be funny if they went full musical with it?
Yeah.
I think that'd be hysterical. But you know, it was not hysterical in the world of
Uh-oh.
Stranger Things. Maya Hawke, who plays Robin Buckley, close friend to Steve Harrington, recently got married.
I bet this has been going on for weeks now, this drama about this invite.
Well, only like the last week, but yes.
It feels like a long time in the pop culture
I feel
sphere.
like I even heard about this.
So
yeah.
Maya Hawke marries in this private New York ceremony, her boyfriend, now husband.
The Pops got them out on the
The
sidewalk.
Pops got them,
They got them on the sidewalk.
with the dress and all.
Yeah.
The entire Stranger Things cast was there. You had all the kids, most of the kids. You had Finn Wolfhard, Kate Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, Sadie Sink, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, Joe Keery, of course.
Great roster list right there.
Noticeably absent
Yeah,
were Millie Bobby Brown
that's bad.
and Noah Schnapp.
Mm.
Bad.
11 and Will Byers. Is there drama there? Because you may recall Millie Bobby Brown got married back in August.
Millie Bobby Brown did get married back. Are
To,
they already done?
Son of, no, they're not done.
I thought
Yeah,
Millie Bobby-
I thought
Millie
they-
Bobby's
They're
got to
still
be
together.
done.
They're still together. To the son of John Bon Jovi, which is, doesn't she know, like, we don't like Bon Jovi here because he tried to buy the Bills? Was that all screwed
Yeah.
up or what? But anyway, the only
that
two
guy.
Stranger Things cast members that were at Millie Bobby Brown's wedding were Millie Bobby Brown and Noah Schnapp, and Matthew Modine, who played Dr. Brenner Papa, also officiated, which I thought was kind of cool. So is there some kind of schism within the Stranger Things cast? Are Brown and Schnapp maybe at odds with the others? Is there some drama? Is it just a matter of like, these are, like our coworkers and we maybe don't want to hang out with them?
I was ready to fire a
I
take.
know.
I was ready to fire a take. I mean, coworkers for like 10 years. If you're done hanging out with someone, I'm done. They're feeling like some of the fans are feeling like that's the end of Stranger Things for me. Like I don't have to hang out with you anymore. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like I adore all of my coworkers here, all of our cohorts, everyone that works together. There becomes a limit, like after a decade straight, like, okay, I'm gonna go take some personal time. Like I don't need to be like around you all the time when the cameras aren't rolling.
I get that for sure. So maybe some other people who don't want to be around each other. Night of the Seven Kingdoms fans and Breaking Bad fans. I understand there's some review bombing going on.
There isn't review bombing. This is full on.
It's a feud.
This is the final nuclear like showdown. Like they're just taking each other out. Nobody cares about the well-being of any of this.
Coordinated attacks.
We have Ozymandias, which everyone regarded as like the top episode, which has been rated a 10 for I want to say a decade plus, is now at 9.7.
Can you believe the shit?
If there's any better symbol for today's world, is that what it was a 10 a decade ago is now a 9.7.
Incredible. You know who directed that top episode?
This is a great talking point.
Rian Johnson, the man many people credit with ruining Star Wars. Not me. I think he made my second favorite in the whole franchise. I think it's time The Last Jedi and Rian Johnson, by extension, got some love. He's also doing Knives Out. He's a great director.
Also not
Who did
endorsed by
Brick?
Trainwreck.
He did Looper. I love
Not
Rian
endorsed
Johnson.
by Trainwreck Sports.
Yeah, wait. So
No.
who ruined Star Wars then?
I don't think
Because you've also said that it's not Kathleen Kennedy's fault. You can't say they're both not at fault.
I think it's unfair to say that it's been ruined. Is Star Wars still putting out output that you enjoyed watching? Did you like
Mando
watching
and
The Mandalorian?
Mando and Grogu is a must win. Mando and Grogu is literally a
Slam dunk.
must win.
Slam
But
dunk.
no, it's not a slam dunk. It's a
People
must win.
hated Solo.
We're
I
back
liked-
against
I
the wall.
liked Solo. People
Solo
hated
was a
that.
lot of
Solo's
fun.
pretty good.
Solo, everyone thought it sucked. I appreciate your guys' opinions, but
That's
I
my-
thought
that's
it was
my one
okay.
hot take.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was good.
It was a cool way to
fun.
expand
But I'm
the
saying
universe.
you're not gonna
learning a lot
change.
about-
What about when he's like, "Oh, you're just by yourself? We'll call you Solo."
I will concede. I will concede. It was kind of dumb.
It was pretty bad.
Every movie has things you're not going to like about it.
That's
I'm not
fair.
watching these movies in a franchise that I love that means a lot to
I'm
me.
watching a movie right now and I'm loving everything.
I'm not watching them in bad faith. I'm not watching looking for something to hate. Ideally, I'm going to come away from a movie and be like, yeah, there was some stuff that maybe was a little iffy, but there's also a lot to like there.
In
you know?
fairness, when George Lucas was naming characters, that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah,
He's
well-
like, this is the lone wolf, Solo. This guy's a pilot, Skywalker. Like,
Yeah.
like he literally did that.
It's funny,
for
all the
naming
things that,
them.
like, because our modern day criticism are just so much more wider, like, because like we get mad that like the episode 6 was just a second Death Star. There was like no originality really.
Of course. You're looking at fundamentally it's a franchise made for 12-year-olds. And one of my favorite bits on the naming tidbit is there is a character in the Clone Wars, a Jedi, who was meant to last for a single episode before he met an unceremonious end.
Oh no, not unceremonious.
No, he actually did go out like a blaze of glory. I forgot what the clone's name was, but this guy's name was really memorable because of what he did. What do you think his name was?
Sam.
This Jedi's name was literally named I'm Gonna Die.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
That's just a little tidbit for you.
I'm gonna die.
Gotta watch the anime.
I'm gonna unalive. No relation.
Yeah, Yeah, no.
I love that so much.
No relation.
You know what else I love? A big stick. It's a masculine, dare I say a human impulse. You see a cool
Phrasing.
You see a cool stick on the ground,
Dare I say
like a
dog impulse.
like a big ass stick, like fell right off a tree. You want to pick that stick up, right?
Yeah.
It's like you like I found a walking stick. So too did Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. Can we pull up my favorite image of the week? So Megan Thee Stallion is celebrating her birthday on Instagram. She is trying to post her baddie pics, as they're called. And her boyfriend is just in the background with this big ass stick that's taller than he is.
I love Nick P because he can just know this person as Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend and nothing else.
It's a great vibe. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion's the big stick. He really did. He had boy find stick energy in that picture.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Or like a dog.
The good thing is they're still in the honeymoon phase of their relationship where it's just like Klay Thompson can do no wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the two most important things in this picture: Megan Thee Stallion, of course, and his stick. And I'm not going to try to pry a man away from his stick. You know,
Yes, very fair, very fair.
it's just a beautiful thing, a man and his stick.
Clearly, she
celebrity.
thinks
Top celebrity couple right now, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson.
it's up there for sure. Right.
I mean,
Claygan?
the pose she was giving him on like the yacht or something was crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
what were she?
Might be not safe for work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say it on the show.
Yeah, love it.
What? There's not much
All right.
to be said. Just power couple right
Yeah,
there.
power couple. Anything
Well-
else with the power couples?
As far as power couples go, I don't know if you're going to top
All right.
that.
Well, they're not gonna
I
stop
think
that.
you two are the only one right now sharing this frame nice and close together.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for being close to us the entire episode. Trainwreck today as we get ready for the weekend. Folks, keep in mind, how far away are we now? Just about an hour and 20-ish minutes from our USA Slovakia live stream that will be streaming here live from the Hilbert studio. So huge shout out to Pop Culture Nick, Slick, Don on the ones and twos, Alec in the saddle with us. He's in the saddle. And let's ride off into the weekend. Let's have a great one. Let's start it with
A good day now.